What's going on, guys, and welcome to Baker Family Financial. So today what I want to talk about is different apps that you can put on your smartphone that are going to help you manage your money and control your spending and help you make strides towards paying off all your debt. So once you get your budget set up, once you kind of figure out where you're at, there are ways that you can implement apps on your phones where you can keep you and your spouse or whoever you are working with on your plan. Keep everybody connected so that everybody knows where you're at every month, what step you're on, and how much progress that you're making without having to write it down on a piece of paper or build an Excel spreadsheet, which I do have and I'll probably go over in future videos. But different things like that just make this a lot more fun and a lot easier for you to keep track of. So I'm going to scroll over here and show you guys my finance folder. So I have a folder on my phone that basically has everything to do with financials. So I have anything from my checkbook, different bank account, Credit Karma, Fed loan for my wife's student loans. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a couple apps, EveryDollar and this Debt Payoff Planner. So those are basically the two apps that I use to manage my money. And that's where I set up our budget so that we can both log onto our phones and look at the budget. And the Debt Payoff Planner is more for me to keep track of our debt, and that way we can just look at it together. So the first app that we're going to look at is EveryDollar. So EveryDollar is Dave Ramsey's budgeting app. So when you pull the app up, the first thing you're going to see is a whole bunch of default categories that are already on the app. Things that they have already put into the app, like income, giving, savings, housing, transportation, food, lifestyle, insurance and tax, and then your debt. So all those categories, those are pretty much the big names of all the categories where your money is going to be going every single month. And you can see right here, so basically our monthly budget is based on $4,600 a month. And that is our net income. That is after all our taxes, after we've paid for insurance and put money into our 401k and stuff like that. So if you go through, you can see right at the top of the screen there, it says I have $2.21 left to budget. And basically that's telling me that after I went through and found every single dollar a place to go, I've still got $2.21 left. And that's exactly why this app's called EveryDollar, because they want every dollar to have a purpose before it comes into your bank account so that you know exactly where it's going to go out. But you can see $4,600 a month is basically what we plan for. So our giving, so our offering, we have it at $460. And geez, kid. So our emergency fund, the savings, we have it planned at $0 a month right now. So the next category we're going to look at is housing. So you can see basically in housing, I have all the things that we pay month to month that are for the house or in the house or things that we use. Those are bills that you have to pay every month. And of course, you can try to save money on utilities or your phone bill or whatever, but these are things that don't really change. Utilities is something that I plan basically at $300 a month. And if it's lower than $300, I'm going to start putting money back so that during the summer, if I use the sprinklers and use more water and have to pay more than $300, I can just pull out of that. So it'll kind of be like a revolving account going back and forth. Our phone bill is less than $100 a month, but I just put $100 just to make it easy. Internet is $70 a month. And then the next category we're going to have is transportation. So this is one we don't really know where we need to put the money on this one, so I was just kind of guessing. That number is definitely going to change as we get farther into our budget and figure out where we're at. So maintenance is kind of the same thing as the utilities. We don't have to spend money for like oil changes or brakes or tires every single month, but I budgeted that $50 a month just to put it back, so that will go in our envelope. And then food, groceries / baby, that's you, and restaurants. So again, these numbers are we just threw them in there. We wanted to spend about $500 a month on all of our groceries, baby food, diapers, wipes, stuff like that, as well as going out to eat. So I just split it down the middle this month to see where we land. So lifestyle, we got pet care, clothing, sports and entertainment, miscellaneous, and like getting your haircuts. So I've got just some of that stuff spread out. So the next thing, insurance and tax. So this is another thing that you don't really have control over. You can shop around for insurance and whatever you need to do. So the tax would be like if you're self-employed, say you pay quarterly taxes or something like that, you could add that in there. That way you're putting back every single month to pay your taxes to make sure you're not getting behind on that. So the last category is the biggest one. That's going to be all of our debt. So you can see here, basically I have laid out how much money I'm paying every single month for the debt. So we're going to start out, we've got a home equity line of credit, my wife's student loans. We've got a Discover card loan, our Amazon bill, my Discover card, which we have a little loan on, and then her Explorer. So you can see this is where a majority of our money is going, obviously, for our debt. But you can see using this app, it's easy to lay out a budget. You've got all your categories. You can base it around how much money you think you're going to be bringing in, and then how much money, it'll tell you exactly how much you have left over or how much you've went over what your budget is for yourself. I know you don't want to go over your budget, do you, dude? And once you have it all set up, you can go to this next screen that says spent. So this is going to tell you how much you've spent this month, and we've spent $37.95.66. And you can go down through here and see what you've spent your money on. So we haven't given an offering yet, no emergency fund. We've paid our mortgage, paid charter, paid sling. We spent $92 in gas last week. So groceries, we have definitely went over the $250, but restaurants, we've only spent $135. So you can see there, again, like I said, I just split it down the middle. And depending on how we finish the month out, we might change that a little bit just to make it a little more realistic. So the last section on here is remaining. So you can see that we have $804.34 left this month to pay on things. And the cool thing is, if you scroll down, now it shows you what's remaining. So all the ones that we paid equally, like the mortgage, we have $0 left. Charter, sling, we've already paid those, $0 left. So our gas, we've got $133 left we could use. And groceries, you can see we went 29 over, but we still have 114 in restaurants. Again, just scrolling down through here, it makes it really easy to see exactly where you're at. And the cool thing is, if you want to make a new month's budget, you just click on it and they'll copy this month's budget onto next month. So I'm going to go ahead and create a February budget just so you can see what it looks like. And there you go. You can see my whole budget has basically been copied to the next month. It's set up. And then if I want to, I can go in here. Let's say the grocery, we spend a little bit more since we're not eating out as much. So we can change it to $275. And then we'll go back. Let's take restaurants to $225. So that's how easy it is to change how much you have budgeted. So this app is really simple. It's easy to use, and that's why I like it. So the next thing we're going to do is pull up this debt payoff planner, and we're going to take a look at it. And I love this app because you can basically set up your own plan, whether you're going to do a debt snowball, a debt avalanche, or any other kind of combination of debt payoff. You can put in every single one of your debts. You can change the order into whatever order you want to pay the debt off. And then it's going to calculate exactly how long it's going to take you to pay off your debt. So if you look at it, I've basically got them all listed out here. And again, depending on what plan you decide to use, if you want to change it, all you have to do is drag it, change it, and it's actually going to recalculate it. You can see calculations complete at the bottom of the screen, and you can go down and see how it's going to affect your payoff summary. So depending on if you go highest interest rate first, or lowest amount first, or highest amount first, whatever order you put it in, it's going to calculate it, show you how much you're going to pay in interest, how long it's going to take you to pay it off, and it's going to give you an idea of what your debt strategy is going to look like. So I'm going to put this one back where I had it, let it calculate, and then we can go and look at this. So our monthly payment, our total monthly payment is $17,096.87, and our payoff summary, our current balance is $231,197.61. Yep, that's exciting, right? So you can see again our monthly payment right there, how much we're paying in interest for the first month. So we are scheduled, as of right now, to be debt-free in 13 years and 7 months. So then down here it also has a pie chart. It just kind of shows you what your biggest debt is. Obviously ours is our mortgage. From there, and then your payoff plan. So this is the part that I love, because this is kind of like how you race the clock trying to pay off your debt. So it'll show you each individual payment every single month. It'll show you your minimum payment plus the payment before it. So the first debt will be paid off in 3 years and 8 months if we just make the minimum payment on it. The second debt, 4 years and 4 months, and so on and so forth. So you can look at each step of your progress along the way. And of course, your goal is to pay off each one of these loans faster than what this says. Because if you can do that, it doesn't matter what that top number says. You're going to be able to get out of debt even faster than what you think. But this is my favorite app to use for a debt snowball and creating it, just because of all the features, the way you can use it. And I will definitely go more in depth with that app in a later video as well. But that's it for this video today. And I just kind of wanted to go over a couple of the apps that I use, what we use personally to keep us on track with our debt payoff. And I hope you guys will find this video enjoyable and hit that subscribe button and hit the like button and follow us on this whole journey. So, hold on. So every single month I will post updates where we sit on our debt payoff, if we paid any extra money on it, how we found the extra money, what we did we change our budget at all, is everything the same? Yeah? Tell them. And I hope you guys will enjoy the content that we put out on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.